What is up, guys? Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Lex Money. In today's video, we jump back into ETH. Now, guys, we got 3 days until my prophecy either becomes true or it doesn't. And I was expecting ETH to go to about 3K by the middle of June. And when you come to the weekly chart, it's been a very strong weekly chart. So we'd like to see ETH hold above this MA right here. We'd like to see it close above the MA and maybe have some continuation over the next week. But we've been consolidating for 5 weeks now, and once we do break past this, the next big pocket of liquidity is going to be around 3.3k. Many of you guys know that, and then it will be, how do we tackle the all-time high? We're now also seeing this chart float around, which is the head and shoulders pattern. Now, a lot of guys like to inverse charts. I don't really, I'm not really a big fan of the inverse charts. However, if this was the opposite way, people would be expecting a major breakdown. And in this case, the major breakdown leads to a break up in the price. The target would be somewhere around the all-time high, nearly at 4K. Now, guys, ETH looks like it is ready to take the reins. This is a signal to me that we are nearing the end of this cycle. And I saw a lot of things on Twitter yesterday, people saying, oh no, there's not going to be a bear market. Sailors buying forever. These ETFs are going to just accumulate in a bear market. And these type of narratives come out right at the end, right at euphoria / before euphoria. So we need to be aware of that. But in Q3 and Q4 was pretty much the top, right? Well, Q4 was the top. And you can see here, this is where ETH started to really outperform Bitcoin. We actually started to outperform Bitcoin from Q1 and Q2, right? We had that double top. But now we're starting to see history repeat itself, guys. So we got to keep our eyes on the prize. If ETH does continue to outperform in Q3 and Q4, we're going to be looking to take profits, guys, and not get trapped into no bear market narratives. Now, with that being said, staking has reached a new all-time high. The inflows into the blockchain are getting huge. Currently 34 million staked, with 322k ETH joining and 44k ETH leaving. Okay, 1 million active validators, looking really good. Average balance is going to be around 32 ETH, which is humongous. And just something else for you guys to bear in mind, like we looked at the 500-day rule. I made a 500-day rule video 2 years ago, and we said, right, when we do get to around the 500th day post halving, this is usually a top, right? It has been a top pretty much every single time before us. Why would it be any different this time? So again, looking for a lot of top signals, even if that coin glass thing doesn't show all the top signals. Let me actually right, you guys would have seen this, the coin glass bull market peak indicator set at the top. None of these really have flashed yet, which is, interesting, right? We're seeing a lot of these forecasts actually change as well, so keep your eyes on the prize. But I mean, you look at the golden ratio multiplier at around 135k could be a top. Some here have Bitcoin terminal price at 187k, right? So there's big deviations here. If you're waiting for the terminal price and it actually was the golden ratio multiplier, then you're going to get caught out quite a lot, guys. So again, take all of this with a pinch of salt. Pi cycle top showing 165k as a top. So really what we need to do is just try our best to DCA out of the market the best that we can. But obviously we're waiting for our altcoins to do its thing. Bitcoin looks like it is ready to have its retest and resumption. If we can hold this wedge breakout, that's super bullish. Again, we'd like to see daily and weekly candle closes above 109.4k. Still didn't get to see it, guys. Still didn't get to see it. So did we need to have the retest first before we do get that resumption? So guys, ETH still in the accumulation range right now, and we're looking to break 2.8k. As soon as we break 2.8k, have candle closes outside of this range, it's going to be go time for ETH, right? We're going to be tackling that 3k. Probably going to do a world of good for our altcoin bags. And then again, you're seeing that reflected in the ETH BTC chart as well, guys. So right now, I want to see this red zone hold. I want to see similar to what's happening on the Bitcoin pair, right? We have a breakout, maybe have a retest and then resumption for ETH. And then if we can break to around that 0.028 Bitcoin per ETH, then that should bring us all the way up to 3k and above, probably more towards like 3.3k, depending where Bitcoin is. So the ETH pair, the ETH Bitcoin pair is looking really good. Bitcoin looking not too bad right now. We need to see how the day closes. And then obviously Ethereum on USD, we need to break out of this accumulation range. So I'm super bullish on ETH right now, guys. Are you? Do you think we're going to be getting a breakout maybe this week, next week? All comments are welcome. Let me know. And again, if you want more ETH content, if you want to support the journey to 12k, click that subscribe button I'm seeing you in the next one. Peace.